everyone, welcome back to sewing class. My name is Audrey. Today we're going to continue to work on our water bottle bag. Today you will need the first piece of fabric you sewed, your shoulder strap, and the second piece of fabric that you sewed. Today we're going to do three things. First of all, we're going to be sewing our shoulder strap onto our first fabric, the first fabric that we sewed. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to sew our second piece of fabric together with this. So when you finished, you will have something that looks like this. One fabric here, one fabric here, and somewhere in here you will have your shoulder strap. The third thing we're going to do today is we are going to start to turn it inside out. So we're going to bring the inside and start bringing it out. Now let's get started. So today you will need your pins, your needle and thread. You will need your two bags, and you will need your shoulder strap. The very first thing we're going to do is we are going to sew our shoulder strap to our first bag. So take your first bag and turn it inside out. Let's take our shoulder strap. Make sure your shoulder strap is not twisted. Make sure it's flat. And let's pin one side one pin here, and we're just putting it along the side seam. Take your other shoulder strap and let's put it on this side. So we have them pinned on here. Now we're going to take our needle and thread, and we want to sew it on like that. So do one side and then do two sides. When it's finished, it's going to look like this. I have sewed it on here and I have sewed it on here. So now that is finished. The second thing we're going to do is now we're going to sew one bag and two bags together. Let me show you how. The first thing we're going to do is let's just take our shoulder strap, put it on top of this bag, and this one we want to see the wrong sides. So make sure your seam is on the outside. Just open your bag and let's take this one and put everything right inside. Now let's turn it up, and you have this side seam and this side seam. Let's pin it together. Turn it over, and now pin this side seam and this side seam together. And then finally, we're going to pin along the edge here. So I'm going to put two pins here. I'm going to put two pins here. Okay. So I have pins that go around the edge, all the way around, and when you open it, it looks like this. You can see the inside there. The next thing we need to do is we need to sew around here. In fact, sew around the whole circle, the whole top. When you're finished, it will look like this. Okay, so I sewed it here, around and around and around. Inside still looks like this. So that's looking good. Now the third thing we're going to do is we're going to turn it inside out. So remember, on the side of your plain fabric, you should have a hole. You can reach in and pull out your shoulder strap. Reach in and pull out your bag. When you have it done, it's going to look like this. So then just take the first fabric that you sewed and just push it inside. When you have it finished, you should have this hole on the outside and should have one shoulder strap and two shoulder straps together. Okay? So now your water bottle bag should look like this. You have one fabric on the outside, another fabric on the inside. You have your shoulder strap, and here you still have a small hole. Now next week, I'm going to show you how to put some plastic canvas into the top of your bag. That way you will be able to hold it a little bit better, and it will give you some flexibility here. I will see you next week. Bye for now.